Hello everybody, Pony, I'm back and we're going to finish the next half of Shortcakes. So, last time we left off, Pound Cake was racing the other flying pets and are headed towards Sweet Apple Acres. So, here's the continuing of that. Granny Smith was chatting with Derpy Hooves. Gracious, the girl was a caution. She loved apples and she loved muffins. She loved nothing so much as to sit on the porch at Sweet Apple's Acres while Granny sift through the huge sack of mail that Derpy had delivered. Fact: the Apple family is large. Fathers, mothers, children's grandmothers, grandfathers, uncles, aunts, cousins, nieces, nephews, second cousins. Why, there were apples from Appaloosa at the Cloudy Peaks, from Manhattan to the Everfree. Fact: all the apples loved to write to each other, even cousins like the oranges, pears, and kumquats, and distant relations like the cheeses enjoyed putting quill to paper, explaining their lives and times to each other. Fact: Granny Smith's is the oldest apple. Fact: every apple, orange, pear, kumquat, and cheese desire her advice, approval, and notice. Fact: Sweet Apple Acres gets a lot of mail. Derpy leaned against her mailbag. It was almost as large as she was. It is heavy, she thought to herself. But I bear it gladly, for it is full of love. Robin, Granny chuckled, reading one letter. He's always so happy and excited. I remember when he was a little one. I can't do Granny Smith for some reason. He's always so happy and excited. I remember when he was a little one. Couldn't sit still for a minute. No, sir. Here he's saying that he's and this little strong heart are working together to make the whatsits that stampeding grounds smoother and safer for the buffalo. No idea what that means, but he was always a good heart, good apple. Something brilliant and gold bloomed across the sky. "What's that now?" exclaimed Granny Smith. I will protect you, Granny," said Derpy Hooves automatically, spreading her gray wings. "Protect me? From what?" Granny complained. "From the peril in the air," said Derpy Hooves, her golden eyes looking up. "Trees! Lots of trees!" thought Pound excitedly. Okay, he decided. In a clear sky, no one can match Pee-wee. The little phoenix was, Pound admitted grudgingly, the fastest thing in the sky. But down here, among the apple trees, Tank moved like a snake in and around. Owlicious seemed to think 3 moves ahead. No matter how fast Pee-wee was or how maneuverable Tank was, Owlicious was always just there, at the point between first and third. And Pound, "I'm so tired," he admitted to himself, flapping with all his might. "Pee-wee, I think he's younger than me, but the sky loves him. He's so fast. He's not as smart as Owlicious, or as strong as Tank. But I have guts. I have determination." Pound grimaced and dove forward, heedless. Weave, turn, duck. Stupid apple trees, don't go around. Plow through. Leaves and branches slapped at him, but he drove on. Gaining. Oh, that stupid owl. Why his tail feathers always in front? Come on, Pound, throw your stuff. Suddenly, what's that ahead? A wall? Avoid! No! The Crusader Clubhouse, Sweet Apple Acres. He awoke and saw his sister standing over him, glaring furiously and weeping. Pumpkin? In her eyes, The message was plain. You are, without question, the stupidest thing I've ever seen. He wanted to tell her that everything was all right. He struggled up. Ow! Pain in his head. Worse, pain in his wings. Shush, shush, shush. Lay still, little wing. Mom? Now Mom was above him, tears in her eyes. Mom, I'll help you. Let me get up. Dad was there, holding him close. Don't move, son. Please, don't move. He lay back, quietly, worried. Why is every pony so sad? Some pony, a stranger, was touching his head, his neck, his wings. The stranger, at last, sat back on his haunches and sighed. Nothing broken. Oh, wait, is that? Oh, that's the... I think that's the guy from the Daring Do episode. Nothing broken, he announced, closing his medical bag with a snap. Minor lacerations to his forelegs, bruises, large abrasion to his scalp, but no concussion. No damage in his spine or his wings. He was lucky this time. Still, he said, frowning very seriously at Pound, in the future I would advise you against smashing headlong into treehouses, young colt. Mom caressed Pound, sobbing. Dad cradled him. Pinkie Pie and Rainbow Dash outside the clubhouse seemed consumed with grief, each trying to console the other. Pound searched and found his sister, huddled in a corner of the clubhouse. She stood rigid with her back to him. Mom, Dad, Pinkie Pie, and even Rainbow Dash apologized to him. Why should Sorry. I don't know who sang this. We should have stopped you. We let you go too far. Owlicious, Pee-wee, and Tank looked on. Oh, that's the animals' thoughts. We should have stopped you. We let you go too far. Owlicious, Pee-wee, and Tank looked on, sorrowfully. But Pumpkin was enraged. She turned, looked down at him, and glared. I hate you, brother, her look said. You hurt me. I hate you. And she ran from him, crying. Oh, it's so sad. Okay, that's the end of Chapter 2. I'll be right back with Chapter 3. Okay, every pony, I'm back with Chapter 3 of Shortcakes. And before I start, I would just like to say, this is the cutest story I ever read in my entire life. Okay, and with that said, let's go on to Chapter 3. Night. Pumpkin. I want nothing to do with him, she thought. He should go into the closet with the other monsters. I want him to go away where he can't hurt me anymore. She huddled into her bed. The monster lay beside her, in darkness. He tried to press against her, to touch her, but she shivered inside her blanket and wormed away. Don't go away, she thought furiously. Don't go. Sorry. Go away, she thought furiously. I don't love you anymore. You hurt me and I hate you. He shrank away from her. Hurt. Good, she thought. Now you know how I felt, seeing you broken. They had run up and found Little Wing cradled gently by Rainbow Dash. Little Wing wasn't moving, and Rainbow Dash's eyes were wet. Pumpkin then discovered a fear she had never known. She discovered mortality, and it had terrified her. Worse than anything she had ever felt. And it had terrified her, worse than anything she had ever felt before. The monster was finally asleep. Now, in the night, she cried. She held herself and sobbed until her chest hurt. I almost lost you, you stupid, stupid monster! I've followed you into the world. You can't leave the world without me. Don't go without me, Pound. Please. At last, tiredly, and reluctantly, she reached across to the sleeping monster and rubbed his brown mane. TBBFF. Be more careful, okay? She thought as she slipped away to sleep. Pound. He stole across the ceiling, silently, as was his habit. His wings were stiff and sore. Still, they held him up. He looked down. There was the toy box, crowded with Pumpkin's toys. They grinned, thoughtlessly, into the darkness. His own stuff, blocks and trains and crayons, were underneath. But that was okay. Pumpkin's friends were on top, and he would be lying if he said he wasn't comforted sometimes. Comforted? Comforted? Sorry about the noise downstairs. Oh, okay. Pumpkin's friends were on top, and he would be lying if he said he wasn't comforted sometimes in the dark hours of the night by the cheerful faces of Munchie Monkey or the tender glare of Yummy Fly gazing at him across the bedroom. You are the precious brother of Pumpkin. Come. Oh, you are the precious brother of Pumpkin. Come, dear one, he thought they said. He crept down the wall toward them. He flittered down to the toy box. He pawed the floor. He thought hesitantly. She doesn't know that you're toys, right? She doesn't know that you aren't really alive? In the darkness of the bedroom, Chewy Chicky slowly nodded. No, she doesn't know that her light gives us light. Oh, no, sorry. That's not the... In the darkness of the bedroom, Chewy Chicky slowly nodded. No, she doesn't know that her light gives us life and movement. No, not yet. She hears our voices in her mind without knowing that it is her own voice she hears. We are part of her. I am her strength, boasted Munchie Monkey. I am her curiosity, chipped Chewy Chicky. I am her hope, whispered Yummy Fly. I am her kindness, said Tasty Turtle, bashful. I am her love for you and Mom and Dad and Pinky, sighed Rubber Pellet. She keeps me near for you, because I am small and simple and comfortable, easy to love, but she only loves me because she loves you, even when you make her angry or sad or scared, and she has always loved you, brother, best of all. She followed you into the world, into life. Man, these are some really deep thoughts. Pound gazed at the bedroom floor, but he looked into his heart. She's very irritating, he thought. She is so noisy, and she smells really bad sometimes, and I think that Mom and Dad and Pinky like her more than me. And I hurt her, and she hates me because I'm stupid. He pawed the floor again. He cried a little. Pumpkin. Sister. He rubbed his chest. Why do you always make me hurt? He looked up at Pumpkin's toys, and they all beamed at him. We all love you because she does, even when you make her angry or sad or scared. Pound, added Tasty Turtle quietly. You only hear us because part of her is in you, in your heart. Do you understand? Pound thought for a moment, rubbing his chest. Then, with new determination, he nodded. Well, all right then. He walked up to the toy box and gently prized Rubber Pellet away from the other toys. He pulled her out, flapping his aching flappers, then quietly winged his way toward the bed he shared with his sister. Wobbling a bit, unsteady with his passenger, he landed on the foot of the bed. Solemnly, he propped Rubber Pellet up against the edge of the crib. Is this okay? He asked. She will see you when she wakes. The rubber chicken nodded slowly. I have to sleep, he thought, pressing his hooves to his eyes. You will watch over her, okay? Keep her safe? The rubber chicken nodded slowly. Well, all right then. He snuggled down into his blanket, careful not to wake the Pumpkin, his sister. She's pretty nice. Come to think of it, he thought as he drifted off to sleep. We know. Oh, sorry, that was weird. She's pretty nice, come to think of it, he thought as he drifted to sleep. I love it. We know. Rubber pellet? What? Now it's in the... Okay, whatever. And the moon rose over Ponyville. The children's room had a broad window. The curtains open. The moon and stars spread their glory across the night, unnoticed. Princess Luna's light crept silently inside. The twins, sleeping, did not see it, but her silver glow eventually fell upon Rubber Pellet, who sat at the foot of the bed, watching over the children. Rubber Pellet nodded. Luna's light shone upon her, and Rubber Pellet's eyes gleamed. Pumpkin and Pound slept peacefully. The rubber chicken toy nodded. A tiny, happy squeak escaped from her. There is only this moment, and this moment is enough. Okay. That was quite possibly the coolest and cutest fan fiction I have ever read. It was so cute, and you have no heart if you did not think that was quite adorable. Okay. This has been Scar89. I hope you enjoyed this reading. So, until next time, I will see you guys later. Rodion!